retire someday. Get myself an island. Need me some skooma. The important stuff. Just one last time.
Alrighty, folks, here we are with the Apprentice Cleric for Triumvirate, specifically a Dark Cleric. Got that, a lot of questions on that. So we are playing a Vampire Cleric, and in case you missed the stream, we are at Apprentice level, and that means we've got some new spells. So let's take a look at those. First of all, we'll take a look at the novice ones. Novice ones were Oak Flesh. This is not part of Triumvirate, it's just in addition to. So I've now upgraded to Stone Flesh, because that's the Apprentice level flesh spell. We've got Suggestion. Creatures and people up to level 19 obey simple commands for 38 seconds, but not in combat. So that... yeah, I'm not really sure what the purpose is of that. Maybe for getting people to, like, trade with you or something. I'm not totally sure what the thought was on that one. Exile. This is, you saw me use this a couple of times. A couple of times it worked, and a couple of times it didn't really. It kind of paused them or slowed them down, slowed time on them or something like that. Anyway, it's supposed to do targets up to level 18 are hidden from this world for 15 seconds. So you can basically remove someone from the fight. If you're, you know, if a fight's going sideways, you might be able to basically remove them for 15 seconds so you can heal up and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work 100% of the time, so I'm not sure what is going on with that. For our destruction spells, we've got the Novice Vampire thing, just because we're a vampire. We also have Solar Ray, which worked really, really well. I was using it during the stream mainly against living targets, and so the sun damage part of it wasn't doing anything. So it does 7 points of fire and sun. So the sun damage doesn't do any damage to living targets, but the fire and sun damage both do damage against undead. So you saw how that was cutting through the Draugr really nice. Then we got Holy Fire. This is the new one for Apprentice level. Enchant your power attacks for 60 seconds to deal 12 fire and sun damage. That's because my my mace does absorb magic. So when you saw me hit them and they were lit on fire, that's because of Holy Fire. For Conjuration, which is another of the vanilla spells that vanilla schools that I'm using along with Triumvirate, we at first, of course, had Raise Zombie, which is the Novice, and now we've moved on to Reanimate Corpse. For Restoration, we've got Aid, that is the Novice level spell. Living and undead or undead allies get 34-point bonus to all skill levels while you concentrate. And Aura of Might, Both the caster and living or undead allies deal 45% more attack damage, and you release it for a 22 fire and sun damage burst. And it only costs 4 magicka. Of course, it's 4 magicka per second, because it is a concentrate spell, but you can hold it for quite a while, so that's pretty nice. And I think that is it. We, of course, have like some of the other vampire things going on. And let's take a look at the perks. So, because, well, we gained a level. Let me pop a, maybe a little bit of stamina. There we go. Because we gained so many levels, like look at this, Conjuration's at 65. Conjuration's going up like really fast, and so is Destruction. Actually, I'm not sure if it's the vampire spells or the Triumvirate spells. Probably the vampire spells seem to be gaining a massive amount of experience, because normally Destruction would not level up nearly that fast. Anyway, for Illusion, which affects the Exile spell and the Suggestion spell, we got just 2 points into Mastery. In Conjuration, most of these I already got during the stream: the Mastery, Rat King, Dual Casting, Ravenous Dead, Preservation, and Undead Crown. And since then, I grabbed the A Plague on Thee. If reanimated undead is destroyed, within 20 seconds, the attacker is stricken with a Daedric disease that deals 40 damage per second for 20 seconds. Those who have this perk are immune. For Destruction, we've got the standard fare for this entire Triumvirate series of Mastery and Dual Casting. Since I'm using robes, I am going to get... In fact, I can get the... Nope, can't quite get it now. But we're going to get Robe of the Magi, which should improve the Holy Fire and Solar Ray spells, I would imagine. Because unfortunately, most of these spells, or these perks, don't affect those. Although, the Destruction spells are all fire and sun damage. So I wonder if the fire portion would benefit from these perks. That is something I'm going to have to test out. For Restoration, we've got just Mastery. I think I'm going to end up doing probably the Hallowed line, which makes your Restoration spells more powerful against undead. So that should cause our Restoration spells to work better on our minions. That's another thing I'm going to have to test out. That'd be pretty cool if it does, though. And Alteration, we've got just 2 in Mastery and 1 in Mage Armor so far. We might do Spellblade since we've got the Mace. Spells more when you have a spell, when you cast a spell with one hand, your attack damage is increased. Whenever you cast a spell, it reduces armor, and when you attack with a weapon, reduces nearby enemies' magic resistance. So that might be a good line to get with this particular build. And one-handed, we've just got a couple of points into Mastery. Now we are going to grab the Mace stuff, Denting Blows, reducing armor, and power attacks with a Mace deliver critical strike 3 times critical damage, 4 times against undead. And that is why I used a Mace instead of something else. Alright, so I think that's it. This was a pretty lengthy demonstration video. I didn't realize it was going to take quite so long to go through Bleak Falls. You'd think after going through it like 10,000 times it would be a little quicker, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this update, and we'll see you in the next one.